now you all quiet.
I was young.
You're like, hello.
I was very excited when I heard that you were coming back from.
Oh, yay! That means good. That meant I didn't scare you.
No, not at all.
Okay. So let's start with some lip trills. Oh. Because I gotta remember, I'm not dealing with a soprano, I'm dealing with a tenor. With a low voice.
Baritone.
Baritone! You a baritone!
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Y'all singing the octave? At the end, why?
I'm getting over some sickness.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's do this one again. You're going. It's like for the. You know, it's like for the high one, you're not really supporting it. Okay. It should be all the way through. Oh, you don't mind me, Trey?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So it's. constant. So try that. Do the third. Yeah. Yeah. I'll play
Sorry.
with you.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, steady string. Let's try that again. See? So this time, just hold this third one. Okay. So this time, this time. Okay. So this time, let's do the whole F sign. Let's do that one again. It's the third, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. That's why we here.
Yeah.
That's why. Look. It'd be different if you were outside performing,
Yeah.
and you had to do this as in the performance, and you weren't getting it. We're here. We're woodshedding. That's what we do. Okay. So hold it there. Okay. Now do the whole exercise. Okay, so now I'm noticing this part is collapsing.
Yeah, we've been, Dr. Cole and I have been working on just, the turning over from this. Because I feel like half the time I'll energize from down here, but I won't energize from here, or I'll energize from here and I won't energize from there. So it's just finding.
So you're trying to find a happy medium, a happy place for the support.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe that might help because that's lower. So take the breath. Relax. Okay. Now inhale and.
Yeah, it's like down there. I'm not getting much.
Nothing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got this, which is good. Now, I think maybe, because you're a tall guy, you know we talked about your height and stuff. So you know you're tall, so your sternum is probably not high enough. Okay? So, when you support from here, you're gonna see some movement across the chest area here, but it shouldn't come in the shoulder.
Okay.
So if you inhale and just go again. Now come closer to the mirror so you can see. So you see, like with me, when I'm breathing, you notice my sternum is gonna raise, right? And then I'll relax. But the sides, still, so put one hand on the side here, one hand over here, so you can see. So it's a combination of the two. So, but if we can get this lower, because I think if you keep your sternum high, and we get this lower movement, you might all of this. So, so let's take it just in. Oh, see, I'm almost tipping around, tipping again, tipping the smaller. Yay! So, and just do a lip trill. Okay. Now you're pushing against me. Don't push against me.
Okay.
I'm just pushing to help give you some resistance.
Okay.
So you should be relaxed. Okay, you can put maybe when you more relaxed, But see, I should still be able to just manipulate that. So if I push on your lower ab here, if you have a lip trill, I should be able to control how the air is coming out. Let's try this. So just get a steady stream of air. Yeah, see, but you gotta relax that. Okay. So, and let me do the feeding. Okay? Okay. See, it's tight.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so here.
See, I don't even feel it. I don't feel anything.
You don't feel anything down here? Okay, so you don't feel any kind of. So, okay, let's do this. Lay on the ground. I know. You gotta look here, use my scarf so
thank you.
Put your head on the floor. Okay.
Thank
you. Yeah. Now, okay. I want you to do a leg lift. Lay down. And I want you to tell me where do you feel, if you feel, do some leg lifts. Where do you feel?
Right here.
You feel right here?
Yeah.
So that's what's supposed to be.
So am I thinking to expand right there?
Yeah, you gotta when you inhale, the air needs to go as low into the body as it can go. Okay. Down into the groin.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
So, okay, up. Okay. But down into the groin, you should be able to feel it a lot. Like for the ladies, I've been telling them about Kegel exercises, but you wouldn't, Kegel. But it's nothing but just you see how that you should be able to, it's like I'm pulling this low part down in the groin. You feel that? You can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you inhale, of course the air is not going way down here, but as far as the expansion, the expansion is way down. Okay? So the air is not going to go down because the air is only going to go as far as it can. But because of the diaphragm, and we want the diaphragm to expand as far as it can. And when it expands, then the rest of this area expands also. Okay? So I'm going to take a breath, and I want you to control my airflow. Okay?
So I'm literally doing that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it has to be flexible enough so that so you control it you'll actually be controlling your own. So it has to be. you want to try it again on
Yeah.
out, okay? Now, I'm going to do it the way that you're
Okay.
doing, okay?
Okay.
You see how you were, and I had
Yeah.
to push hard to kind of get that, to
Okay.
get you to move. You want this whole area to be flexible. Even though you're taking the air in, you know, it's like a balloon. You take a balloon and you kind of let the little air out. It has to be flexible enough for the air to escape. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you gotta have. So let's see if we can get that.
Okay.
It's tight.
See, I don't know. It's like, 'cause I don't feel it's
Okay,
tight.
well let me push up in here
Okay.
and see what happens, okay? Inhale. Okay, try it again. This time take a good breath. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So, but you have to be able to do that yourself
Okay.
with your abdominal muscles, okay?
Okay.
So that's the support. This is the feeder. What I know Dr. Alphonse always likes to say, use the term feeder, but that's what happens. This area, your lower core right here, is feeding the air. It's the bellow. Sometimes if I'm feeling tight, when my tongue is tight, I just so I can get that airflow.
See, I feel like I can contract that muscle. It's just letting it in there. So is there any way that you work on focusing on letting the air go through that muscle? Because I feel like I can contract it, but I can't letting the air go through.
Well, let's see. Right now the air is going right to here for you, right? So let the air go right here, but when you can still support from there. So let's try that and see what happens. So take a breath and then I'm gonna just okay. How's that?
I still feel like right
Yeah, because for you that's where it is right now. Well, and as you focus on what can you do? Oh, when you're in the bed or when you're laying down and you can do like put your knees in the L position and do the leg lifts that way, just so you can kind of feel where that sensation is down in the lower down in the groin. What else? I can't do no squats because my knees are bad, but you know. So even with me and I'm squatting, can you squat and see if you can? That's it. It's
right.
yeah.
I felt,
Okay. So that's why sometimes when some people relax their knees so they can feel that low support, you might have to squat to feel that. Okay. So some people in the studio they'll squat and then they'll sing from this position. At one point, that's what I did. I think with one studio, so I can feel that low support.
Okay.
So let's try the from a squat. Look, let me get it. Look, let me get in your key.
Yeah.
That. How was that?
I felt, I could feel the muscles engaging down there.
So try to squat. And this time when you do it, I want you to hold it when you get to the last note. Hold it as long as you can. Just supporting that last pitch. Okay, let's try that. Good. Do the next one. Okay. So it should be moving in.
Yeah.
Is it moving in?
Yeah.
Good. Good. Because
I'm not used to that. Okay. I feel it.
Oh yeah, you gotta take a good breath.
So when you're doing that, are you also thinking to turn this over, or just do it naturally when you're?
I'm not even thinking about a turning in here because my focus is just keeping, and that's because I've gotten to a state where I just focus on keeping the steady air, just keeping this moving steadily. So if I take a good breath, I make sure that I take a good breath through my mouth. So it is kind of like a turning because what's happening, this turning, what she's talking about, is moving up this way.
Yeah, when I was doing the squat, when I was focusing on that, it was doing it by itself.
Right.
I think that's what it was. Yeah, okay.
That's the turn because it moves. Yeah, so it moves. It's turned. It goes in and up.
Up. Mm-hmm.
That's the turn.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that's the turn. So this time, take a good breath. Good.
It's harder when it gets
Okay,
lower.
that one, huh?
It's harder when it gets lower.
Yeah. So that means when it's low, you have to take a better breath. So when you take a breath, how do you take in the air? Do you normally take it through your nose or through your mouth?
No.
Okay, so then, because sometimes I do combination. Sometimes I take in the air through my nose, and then the last part through my mouth.
Okay.
So try that combination.
Feels like the end of it falls into.
Okay, so then the mouth is a better way for you. Because different people, I know people take their air in differently. Some people can do that nose breath and it works for them, and some people do a combination and it works. Sometimes I mix mine up a lot, but for the most part, I do take through my mouth. That's the main. Let's try that again. Good. That was better than the two previous times. Okay. And as the air, you keep turning. That's the turn. So it's you tight. Just keep compressing. When I hate saying the term compressing, but keeping that pressure so that it's so it's going, supporting that tone. And then what I would do, since we're squatting so that you can feel it, inhale while you're squatting.
Okay.
you to take it as far as you can. Don't
Okay.
not as far as you think you can.
Okay.
Okay. You can probably go further. Okay. But take a good breath. Okay. It's getting a little higher now, so you know it might be a challenge. Let's try it again. And this time, yes, I want to see how you can fix this so that you can have a longer airstream. Good. And because then now I can see that that movement, that turn. How's it feeling?
I'm not used to it, so
You're
it's hard.
You're tired,
so like
right?
my muscles like want to give up on it, but I feel where it's at.
Right. Okay. Tight. Keep it going. Okay. See you sweating now.
Yeah.
You sweating. You sweating.
You got me hot.
Yeah. You need a little bit of air.
Yeah.
You sweating because that's the amount of
Energy it takes.
It takes energy.
Okay.
That's why singers are athletes, because we use our body. I mean, just the amount of energy it takes for people to run and do stuff. It takes that same amount of energy for singing. That support, that abdominal. That, I mean, once you develop that muscle, it'll be tight. I mean, yeah. Good. It's about finding that balance
when I was thinking like my inhale, if I was thinking about breathing on my back, and that helped me reach that a lot better.
Yes.
Okay.
That's also a part of it. Okay, let's try that one again. Yes. That's it. So now let's take another exercise and see if we can use that to that. So C, five-note scale. Come in. Now, and then I want, hold the last note as long as you can. But that's it. But now, keep the spin, okay? That's hard. Yeah, yeah, because it takes
some time.
It takes some time to develop that, but that's because you're trying to make you're trying to make it here. Don't do that. Just use the air. Yeah, but the vibrato comes naturally once you keep that airflow. Okay. So that's how you should try doing your vocal leads that way. So you can engage that core, that this part of your body, and then that whole turning that Dr. Hope has been talking about. That's this lower muscle going in. It's turning in. So that's the support that she's talking about. Okay. Yeah. Until you can get used to standing and just singing. So let's see if we can go through your music with you squatting. Yeah. Hi. Good morning. I'm Dr. Jill. Sanjung, nice to see you.
So I was wondering if I could work on, because we have a competition coming up. I was going to bring 2 pieces for you, and you can tell. I'm trying to decide which one I should keep and which one I should.
You doing gnats?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to start with C shape.
I grabbed it wrong.
Do you not have it? I have an extra copy.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. I have it. I mean, I don't even need mine. I'm just trying to. Oh, good.
You might want to try this on singing this on the squat. When you get ready to inhale, just go down into
Those are 2 different keys, aren't they? Are those 2 different keys?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here it is. I'm sorry. Because when we started, I was like, that seems a little high. So I only have a copy of the higher key. That's what it is. The full copy of the higher key.
And are you singing the lower one?
Yeah.
Well, let's sing something else for right now.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
But it was sounding nice. It sounded supported.
My book got knocked over, so I'm fixing it. I want to do the Sometimes I Feel Like a First Child here, actually. I have a copy. Is it
In the lower key?
Yes.
Yes, pull from the shelf. You know, nobody pulled from the shelf this week. Hey! Well, this time, just stand and sing.
Okay.
And let's see if you can engage it that way. Okay?
Sometimes
how did it feel?
I could tell when I was on it. I could tell when I wasn't, and I think that was like the most engaged I felt in a while.
Yeah, because you sweating. That's what.
Drops
of sweat. Good. Okay, I think this is a little too slow.
Yeah, I thought it was
Yeah. So if you're in the competition and it starts kind of slow, you know, you're in control of it, you speed it up. So let's start it again from the beginning. And start in the same tempo that you started. You gotta tell me your name again. Sanjung. If you could start in the same tempo that you originally started with, and I want to see how he's gonna move it.
Sometimes I feel like a mother.
You were still in the same tempo that she did.
Yeah.
So, and I think it's in your breath because you go, sometimes I feel like a. So, times and feel is your high pitch. So you should put sometimes in the some in the same space.
Okay.
Sometimes I, instead of dipping down to the, so try that again. No, in the first tempo, that the slow one. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Did you do that in one breath? Yeah! Because that's what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
One breath.
The last note.
Yes. So now, but you can still speed it. You can still. So even so start it in the tempo that you started with. I want you to listen. I want you to listen. So in the event it gets too slow, I want you have to be able to move it. No, it's so slow. Yeah, keep going. Because all you're doing is playing that in there. Sometimes I feel like you see how gently I just moved it and she was able to follow along? Yeah. It's something that's, so if you hear that it's too slow, I want you to make it ridiculously whatever it's not supposed, and then because I need for you to be able to set it to however you're going to do it. So and it's also in the way that you take your breath. Okay? Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Always from home, always from home. Okay, now I wouldn't be sliding through long ways. I would save that for the last one. Because then you keep
it's
doing
not
it.
special.
It's not, so a long ways from home. So you can keep the same tempo until your the retard area. Then a long ways from home.
So you're saying just slide on the very last one?
On the very last one. So now we need your diction to be a little more clear. So even with all this airflow, this steady airflow, you still have to be able to use this air to help with the articulation. So let's start from the beginning again, please. Sometimes I feel like that. Is very sometimes. like so you can do an elision between the cut and like a mother.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
And motherless, I wouldn't go motherless, motherless. It'll be easier for you to say motherless. This is a motherless child.
Sometimes I feel.
Are you engaging in the beginning? So yeah, so from the first note.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. A long ways from home. A long ways from home. A long ways from home. A long ways from home.
Keep your sternum high.
Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone.
Alright, then you gotta spin on all of almost gone. And when your sternum is high, and even if you were to do a squat, you sweat. Yeah, he's working. So it's high sternum. So in the event you need to dip, you dip this way. Sometimes I feel like so, and you still engage the core. Some, as opposed to leaning this way, okay? Because you don't want to cut off your and you'll actually have more air, okay? So let's take that the interlude before the second verse.
Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. A long ways from home. A long ways from home. A long ways from home. A long ways from home.
Yeah. You gonna hold all the way through, or you gonna cut off? You gonna hold all the way through?
Mhm.
That's what you decided to do?
Before, no, but I think if we're doing this tempo, I should.
Well, you don't have to because,
Well, okay.
But if you feel like it, then okay. But then when you hold through, try to do a decrescendo,
Okay.
so it's not so loud.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one piece, and what's the other piece? With your okay.
Actually, I'm just.
See, yeah,
She might have Lydia. That's another one.
Huh?
So I think she has Lydia. That's another one I want to bring back too. Yeah.
What's this? That's why there's a library here.
Oh, Psyche isn't here.
Hmm?
I said Psyche isn't here.
Good,
Let's see if
good.
it's,
Is that in the right key?
This page is wrong.
Huh?
So these pages are listed wrong, like from the glossary. Go in the other volume.
Oh, wait.
No, it's in the other volume. Wait, no, it's in the first volume. This is volume 2.
You see that volume down there on the bottom, French? Isn't that the French?
Which one?
Isn't that the French section right over there? That's where you got it, right?
No, actually I found it.
Yeah, this is a high. This is a high. What's
Is that volume 1?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go that one. It's page 80.
Yeah. Yeah, look at page 81. Look in page 81. Does it have it? You should. Let me see. There it is. Oh, it's page 76. That's it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I know it's not gonna be right either. At least I get an idea of what's
Three
right.
measures.
Tall sternum.
Je suis jaloux, Psyché, de toute la nature. Les rayons du soleil vous trop souvent. Vos cheveux s'ouvrent trop les caresses du vent. Quand il a flatté, j'en murmure. L'air même que vous respirez, avec trop de plaisir, passer sur votre bouche. Votre habit est trop près, vous touchez. Votre habit est trop près, vous touchez. Et surtout que vous soupirez, je ne sais quoi qui m'arrange, car parmi vos soupirs, des soupirs égarés.
Okay, so now the French, some of your vowels are closed when they should be more open, especially on the e and the e. So, les rayons du, and the u, du soleil, yeah, So like vous baisons, vous baisons, you will like vous ba
Okay.
instead of vous baisons.
Okay.
So like you have your IPA there.
Yes.
So yeah, so you're open like the S sound needs to be more open.
Okay.
And there was something, and like at the bottom, votre habit, the trop près,
Is that open?
trop, that you were like true,
Okay.
trop près, vous tout. You see, it was like you didn't say touche. It was another word that you used. So let's start this one again. I know you only have a few minutes, but let's see what we can do with
Okay.
that. And see if you can just keep on the airflow. Keep that steady. Oh yeah, and je. J-E is je. Je. Je ne. That was like my favorite part. Je ne sais. I always remember je ne sais, je ne pas, you know. I always like je ne pas. I always like, you know, je ne pas de. I always like je. But yeah, but you went like je instead of je. Okay?
Je suis jaloux,
See,
psyché.
jaloux. So the ooh, it needs to be more of a close, yeah.
Je suis jaloux, psyché. De toute
So right
la
there, you said tutor instead of two.
Is that two? Okay.
Yeah, you went two
Okay.
instead of that's the country.
No, I just had a master's class and he told me I needed to add more E right there. Instead of
Who?
this pause contractions.
Two. It's tutor. Tutor. Je tutor. Yeah. So D-E is de, J-E is je. So two. It's two. The word is tutor. So T is that's not a oo sound. Okay. So try it again, please.
Je suis jaloux, psyché.
Yes.
De toute la nature, les rayons de soleil baisent trop souvent.
That was better. So I can understand why he told you probably on the low one, put a little more U on that low one. Vous, you.
Okay.
See if you can just start with a vous baisons. Just it's not working right. Vous, just do a better closer ooh. Ooh.
Baisent trop souvent.
Okay.
Vos cheveux s'ouvrent trop les caresses du vent. Quand il a vertu.
Calm.
Calm, sorry.
Calm. I know you gotta go, but
Yeah.
that's okay. So yeah, just double check your French and just make sure that and keep that low abdominal support.
Okay.
How's it feeling that you've done that now?
Hard. I'm just like, I'm sore.
Now you're sore. Yay!
It's just, I work on keeping it steady. I felt like when I was working, I was pushing it all out at once rather than like keeping it steady.
Yeah, no, you want to keep it just it's the easy,
Okay.
and that's the turn. When it goes in like this, and up. So good
All right.
job!
Thank you so
I'm
much,
so
Mom.
glad I got to see you.
Thank you so much. So what are you doing now?
Oh, after I leave, matter of fact, when I leave here this evening, I'm driving to Maryland. I sing a concert. I sing a concert tomorrow.
Oh, well, good luck.
Thank you.
Wish me luck with that.
Oh,
I
yes.
was mad. Last year I got second. So I wouldn't know.
Oh, all right now. All